Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Lore of League of Legends. In this episode, we're going to be covering Malphite, Shard of the Monolith. Enjoy. Malphite was born far from the lands of Valoran, in a different world known only as the Monolith, a place of perfect harmony, the Earth's domain. In this world, everything functions in balance, everything has its place, its own reasons for existence. Its beauty comes from its symmetry, where no being is uncertain of their fate. Everything is born with a goal, and fulfills it to their best. This makes the Monolith's function similar to a gigantic rocky hive. Everyone knows their place, everyone knows their role for which they've been born, and there's no chance of changing one's position. Malphite was aware of that, always striving to live to his full potential that he'd been given at birth. He has dedicated his life to enforcing the flawless vision of order, and would probably have spent his entire life doing that if not for the intervention from another place. With no warning, Malphite had been summoned to Runeterra, far away from the Monolith. His teleportation was terrifying and painful, and he'd been cut off from the perfect order of his people. He saw things he had never seen before or knew nothing of. This place where he'd been summoned to was different, and he didn't like it. He was trapped in a summoning circle, trying to escape from it with all his force, but nothing he did aided him in any way. He could have kept raging on, but realized it was pointless and instead turned his attention towards the humans talking to him, as they proclaimed it was them who brought Malphite to this world. They in turn explained to him the history and current situation of Runeterra, and it made him understand why he was needed. Runeterra was a world where balance was just a theory, an ideal that could never be fully achieved. It was a land of many differences where no two people looked exactly the same. Everyone could decide their own fate and no two people were connected, such as it was with the denizens of the Monolith. It was difficult at first for Malphite to understand how this society worked, but that only helped him to realise that this world needed a champion of order, one that could get rid of this chaos and everyone supporting it. Looking past his own fear and longing for the Monolith, Malphite agreed to stay and serve in the League of Legends as one of its champions, to aid everyone who was an ally of balance. To him, being summoned to aid in this quest was apparently his destiny, and he was not the one to question it. He could see that the summoner's goal was a respectable one, especially for a creature of order such as himself. Today Malphite fights on the lanes of the Summoner's Rift against those who would oppose balance, especially the sorcerers who wield chaotic magic like it was their toy. His ultimate goal was to stop them all and return to the Monolith, but recently this has changed. After his prolonged disconnection with his kin, he's almost forgotten their song in his mind. He'd been forced to adapt to Runeterra, where he's seen as one of a kind, and nobody knows what effect this may have on the Shard. And that's all I've got for you this time around. Let me know what you thought of the video by hitting that like button and leaving your feedback in the comments section below the video. Don't forget, we're coming up towards the end of the regular lore series now, with only a couple of champions left to cover. Your favourite has probably already been done. You can click the link in the description or annotation at the top of the video to take you to the playlist to check. Thanks for watching everyone, and as always, I'll see you next time.